up to heaven to become the cupbearer of the gods. So basically it goes in line with what the brother Tahar is saying, that the eagle is the main bird that the Greeks worship and also the Romans.
Okay, now I'd like the brother to get me 21, which is the seal of the Department of the Air Force, which was established in 1947. And I'm going to show you something. Like we've been saying, America is nothing but Rome. And when you see the year, when you see the seal of the Department of the Air Force, you're gonna see. Well, here it is coming up right now. It says Department of the Air Force. If you notice, there's an eagle. All right, there's an eagle right in front of you, and then there's a shield, a Rothschild-looking shield or coat of arms. And then what you see there is the talons of an eagle on either side, and you see thunderbolts. All right? Then it says United States of America. Then it says in Roman numerals, it adds up to 1947. If you understand Roman numerals or Roman characters, that's when this Department of the Air Force was established. So what they trust in the eagle, just like the Romans trusted in the eagle, just like the Greeks trusted in the eagle, because it's the same empire. All right? You got something?
Yeah. Now, the brother Tahar mentioned thunderbolts. There's a site that gives you a list of the gods that the Greeks worship, and also the Romans, and one of those gods was called the god Vulcan. And it says here, Vulcan was the smith of the gods and made Jupiter's thunderbolts.
Yeah, that's why you see the thunderbolts in that coat of arm. All right? Because that goes back to Jupiter. See, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you average, stupid Americans what's really going on. Because you can't understand it anyway. You don't have the brain power to understand it. You don't realize that America's getting ready to be destroyed in a thermonuclear war. And that Russia's going to drop missiles on America. The elite know, because they're planning on getting the hell out of here, man.
They got their shelters.
They got their shelters. They got their space. Why do you think they're going out of space? Why do you think it costs X amount of millions of dollars to go up in the shuttle? Because the average hard-working Negro or so-called white man, you can't afford it. You can't even afford to buy a used car. You got something?
Isaiah chapter 47 verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Yeah, that goes back to your Greek gods that you worship, that you pray to Jupiter, to Zeus, to Bacchus, to Vulcan. Your planets are named after Greek gods. You have a planet called Jupiter. All right? The United States recognized that planet as Jupiter. Uranus, Mars. Go ahead.
If so,
these are nothing but Greek gods. Go ahead.
If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them.
That's talking about this nuclear war that's going to destroy America. See, this didn't happen to ancient Rome, but this is going to happen to the new Rome. And Jupiter's not going to save you. All right? Now, what the brother's putting up right now is this is supposed to be, she could be Semiramis, which is really a black woman, which they transform into a white woman, all right? She can be Diana of Ephesus, all right, depending on what kingdom you're in. She can be Aphrodite. She could be Artemis, all right? And this right here is this eagle is Jupiter's eagle. Like I said, the eagle can fly high and watch over that particular kingdom. Go ahead.
Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
Yeah, so there's nothing that can save you. Okay, this right here is a young boy wearing what's called a Phrygian cap, which goes back to, if you know anything about the Masons, they have the old order of the Masons, they had what's called a Phrygian cap of Freemasonry, which goes back to the Greeks. Now, I don't know if this is Mercurius, but whoever it is, he's feeding the eagle of Jupiter, which was the guardian over Rome. That was the power of Rome, and now it's the power of America. That's why if you take out a quarter, there's an eagle on the quarter. That's why if you take out a dollar bill, there's an eagle on the dollar bill. That's why if you go to the United States Postal the U.S. Postal Service, which used to be called the Post Office, you had an eagle. On most of your flags, you have perched on top of your flag, that flagpole, you have an eagle. And you think, oh, that's just a Benjamin Franklin wanted a turkey, but they decided to get, that's BS, man. The reason why there was a reason why you set up the eagle as your official animal. Just like you got the Russians, their official animal is the bear. The eagle is the official animal of America because it goes back to Jupiter. All right? You got something?
Nahum chapter 3 verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
So it's coming out. The secret is coming out. What you're all about. You're all about worshiping the ancient gods of Rome. Go ahead.
And
I'd like the brother to get me number 34, which is the flag and or seal of New York. Go ahead.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her?
Nineveh is another name for America, right? You had an ancient Nineveh, and then you got a modern Nineveh, which is America. Go ahead. Just like you had an ancient Babylon, you have a modern Babylon, which is America. Go ahead.
Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? Art thou better than populous No, that was situate among the rivers, that had the waters round about it, whose rampart was the sea, and her wall was from the sea? Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite. Put and Lubim were thy helpers, yet was she carried away. She went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets. And they cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains.
That's talking about us going into slavery, captivity. Go ahead.
Thou also shalt be drunken, thou shalt be hit.
That's talking about America. Now you're drunken. Now the whole world can see how wicked you politicians are. And then when they catch you red-handed, you deny it. I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to be found out that I'm guilty and I will be exonerated. Man, they can see right through your wicked ass, man. Then when George George W. Bush went over there to Iraq.